Hey, what's up? I'm Dallas Wade, and welcome back to another worship service. What would it take to convince an atheist that your God exists? When I tell Christians that I would need proof to believe in their God, they sometimes ask me to specify what type of proof I'm looking for. And this is a very fair question, so I've spent a lot of time thinking about it. And I've come up with 6 answers to it. 6 separate proofs that would compel me as an atheist to convert to Christianity. I've also decided to dedicate a separate video to each one of my answers, and I've also decided to order them in such a way that each proof is more convincing to me personally than the one before it. So if you want to find out which proof I would find most convincing of Christianity, make sure you watch the series all the way till the end. I shared my second answer yesterday, and I'm going to be sharing my third answer today. So with all of that out of the way, this is the third proof that would compel me as an atheist to convert to Christianity. So the main issue that I have with every single argument that I have ever heard for the Christian God, specifically Yahweh, is that they just aren't logically coherent. Their conclusions don't logically follow their premises, and more often than not, their premises are faulty to begin with. The watchmaker argument is a false analogy fallacy. Pascal's wager is an appeal to possibility fallacy. The argument from complexity is an argument from ignorance fallacy. The argument from beauty is an appeal to emotion fallacy. And the argument from morality is a moralistic fallacy. And on top of everything else, when these arguments are used for Christianity, all of these arguments are non sequiturs. Because even if we ignore that the logic of each of these arguments is broken to begin with, the arguments still wouldn't conclude that the Christian God was real, even if they were good arguments. They would just conclude that a God or a creator or a higher power existed. So if you are using any of these arguments to argue that Christianity specifically is true, then you're just using an already illogical argument to argue for something even more illogical. But this video is not about debunking arguments. This video is just about what I, as an atheist, would accept as compelling proof that Christianity is true. And so my third answer to this prompt is very simple. Present me with a logical argument for the Christian God specifically. Make sure that both premise 1 and premise 2 are demonstrable and verifiable facts about reality. And then make sure that the logical conclusion of those premises is that the Christian God exclusively and specifically must be real. If your argument could just as easily be an argument for another God in another religion, then it is an invalid argument. And if either premise 1 or premise 2 are not demonstrable and verifiable facts about reality, then the argument is again invalid. If you can do this, if you can present me with a logical argument for the Christian God specifically, then I will gladly accept this as proof that Christianity is true. But just one more time for clarification, the premises of the argument must be verifiable facts about reality, and the conclusion of the argument must be that the Christian God specifically and exclusively exists with no other alternative conclusions. And the reason for why the premises lead to the conclusion must be logically sound. But if you can do this, if you can pull all of this off, if you can present me with a logical argument for Yahweh specifically, then I will accept it as proof that Christianity is true. And as a result, I will start going to church, I will start listening to the newsboys, and I might even start my own ministry. So anyway, that's all that I've got for today's video. This was my third answer to this question. If you want to listen to answers 1 and 2, then go check out my last 2 videos. And if you want to see my next 3 answers to this question, then make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss out on those videos. And as always, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next worship service. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. Also subscribe and activate that little bell icon if you haven't already. Go follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook if you'd like to keep up with me behind the scenes. And if you'd like to help support what I do, you can pledge to my Patreon or leave me a tip on Cashapp. Links and information for all of that stuff is in the description down below. Thank you for all of your support, and I'll see you in the next worship service.